fair. What are you going to say about it? I mean, it's the best thing to come out of Iowa since corn dogs. We're going to talk about the Kel-Tec 2000. So when it came to me, I was confused because it appears to be broken.
Yeah.
This gun's really hard to shoot this way.
Yeah, you're missing the SUB. Then it
I see. So actually, I think this is really cool though, because this gun folds up. You can put it in a backpack, right there, and you're good to go. I think it's a really cool design. This one actually takes Glock mags, 9mm, which I think is kind of the ideal. They do make a couple of different variants, including some weird variants where they take some strange magazines. This one's been gussied up a little bit. It has some Red Lion add-ons to the rail. I think it's a cool idea. It's very symptomatic of it's very typical of a lot of Kel-Tec things. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of really good ideas here. Now, is there flawless execution? Oh, hell no. Yeah. No, that's not what Kel-Tec does. Yeah. They come up with some brilliant concepts, and I think a lot of them are on display here, and I think this is a very fun gun.
Yeah. Okay, oh sorry, so the Glock 9mm has been like the unicorn of the Kel-Tec Sub 2000. It's the hard one to get your hands on. So when the opportunity came up to shoot this, I was salivating. So what I wanted from this gun, and I gotta say this, because it's important to understand why I'm going to give a very weird split review of this, I wanted this to be in my truck, where I could transition off my Glock 17 or something like that by slapping a mag into this and using it for a little more firepower, you know, a little more accuracy, etc., etc. And there's no way in hell after shooting this that I would do that with this gun. It simply isn't reliable enough. Now, we were using the 30-round mags, stick mags, and those were causing basically all kinds of problems, which is another reason I like this gun, because I wanted the 30-round mag capacity in like a little trunk monkey, right? Yeah. And so that doesn't work. So we use the short magazines and the regular 17 mags, and it seemed to run pretty flawlessly, but not perfect. It's pleasant to shoot. It's pretty accurate. You know, we weren't shooting at really long ranges, but you know, we were burning on steel, and everybody seemed to do that. It was a hell of a lot of fun to shoot. So for my like ideal little truck carbine, it crashed and burned. It just isn't reliable enough to be that gun. For a fun gun to go to the range, if you bought it at the actual price that they're supposedly supposed to sell for, it was a hell of a good time, and I'd love to have one. So my review is a little split, and I'll wait till we get to the end for that. But it was fun that I finally got a chance to shoot something I've been wanting to shoot for a couple of years now. So I'll pass this off for now. And
it did cycle slow too.
It cycles really slow.
It cycles slow.
Yeah.
I really like to give Kel-Tec props for taking risks with designs, because so many gun companies don't. Yeah. So I think it's really great that they're coming up with these weird designs, a folding backpack gun like this, or the KSG, or some of the other stuff that they've done. So I think that's awesome. I don't know why the execution, as Mike said, hasn't improved. We all had some problems shooting this gun, I think. It's fun to shoot while it's running, but I had a nasty little jam where some brass just didn't want to get out of there, and then the ergonomics of this charging handle certainly don't make it easy for you to fix that. So it was fun for a little bit, and then not so much. And then just the sight arrangement, you really have to scrunch your face down in order to get the front sight post in the middle of that aperture. So that's not too fun. I think it might be a blast with a red dot. You might have to go that route. But yeah, it's a fun little toy, but it's a little frustrating. Yeah.
Yep, agreed. Well, I'm a guy that it's pretty hard to get me excited about guns just on their fun factor, but to me that's this gun's only role. If you're watching those World War II movies at home and you want to shoot those sub guns that were made out of like tubes, they shoot pistol caliber bullets, but you can't own them because, well, America. This is pretty close. I mean, it's fun because it cycles slow like those old grease guns.
It runs a lot like a gun that was built by the underground in 1942.
I mean, it chunks along, and you can shoot it at steel at very, very close distances that you can't do with your rifle. Yeah. And when you're done, you can put a tube of molybdenum grease in it, and grease your undercarriage. So it's kind of cool. But Yeah, because I don't take it seriously and it's just kind of a shenanigans gun, I'll give it a thumbs up because the rest of these guys are tearing apart.
Yeah, I mean, as a fun gun, it is fun. I just have to give it a thumbs down because you're not going to be having fun if you're frustrated, you know, with jams. And I hope Kel-Tec keeps coming out with cool stuff like this, but I just got to give this one a thumbs down.
Yeah. The guy in me that likes to take his kids camping, this is a thumbs up because you could totally take this along and have a great time. You carry a lot of 9mm with you. I mean, there's probably better choices in the 22 realm, but but for like a defensive gun, which is what it kind of was meant to be, in my estimation, and I could be wrong on that, it's a big thumbs down. So I'm giving it a thumbs up down.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a big thumbs up for the price of what you paid for it, for what it is.
Assuming you can get it at retail price.
Yeah, assuming you can get it at retail price. I think there's things that you can do with this to make this gun run better and be more effective if you want it to be that. But I think it's a neat gun. It's a cool concept, and I think for the concept and just what it is, and for the gotta have it factor, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
We call them clown guns.
Yeah. Go ahead and send those guns to Grundhauser Gunworks.
Yeah.
He will dial those
I
right
didn't tell
in
him
for
to say
you.
that.
Please. Can you imagine? All these 2000.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he'd say.